So the question of the day that came in is, I'm thinking about a family member in that way. So you want to know what to do if you're thinking about a family member in a naughty way. The person wanted to know what to do about it and expressed that they were very distressed. So here's some things to consider, and there's no judgment here at all. It doesn't matter what it is, feel free to ask. I won't ever think you're too weird or make you feel horrible for asking. So the first thing that you can do is try to pinpoint what it is about the family member that makes you feel that way. Is it their looks, the way they behave? Sometimes it's normal for family members to have crushes on each other when they display a certain characteristic. You may find that people outside of your family that display the same characteristics will turn you on. You may not even be attracted to the family member themselves, but what they represent. The second thing is, what experience did you have with that family member? If you've already had an intimate experience with them, that could be the reason for the way you're feeling. You've already engaged in intimate behavior, so naturally you're attracted to them because that barrier has already been crossed. And the third thing is, and this one thing is going to strike a chord, what you're feeling is very natural. Social scientists and psychologists have researched for the longest while how people and why people became so averse to incest. The reason why is because our scorn for it is nature's way of protecting humans from passing along genetic mutations and disease risks that happen more commonly with close relatives. And this is according to Dr. Deborah Lieberman, a professor at psychology at the University of Miami. The dominant theory, first proposed by Finnish social scientist Edward Westermark, is that people become desensitized to those that are raised alongside them. We also have to remember that when humans were just starting out, there weren't that many of us. And what do you think we mated with? Our sisters, brothers, and close cousins, and even sometimes mothers and fathers. It wasn't seen as wrong at that time, but it became that way because what would happen if a disease would break out, and because too many of the same species shared the same genetic information, the disease would wipe them out or affect them badly. For creatures that had mixed DNA, their DNA was stronger. So an example is this. Let's just say, just for silly sake, that you have an allergy to very hot water. If you breed with your sister or brother and they also have that allergy to hot water, then your offspring will have it. If for some reason it starts raining hot water, you'll all die. But if you have an allergy to hot water and you mate with a species of human or another human that has an immunity to hot water, your offspring will either have the immunity or the allergy. Let's say half of your offspring have the immunity to the hot water and the others have the allergy to the hot water. If it starts raining hot water, oh no, half of your offspring will die from the allergic reaction, but the other half will live. That's how natural selection works. Now, let's say that offspring that has the immunity breeds with other offspring that not just have an immunity, but also have a special ability to not get burned easily by water or by the sun. You see where I'm going with this. Now, the reason why incest causes genetic defects and mutations, which is why it's looked down upon, is this. Imagine that you carry the mutant allele with you let's say this mutant allele, if activated, will give you poor eyesight. You're not affected by it, but you are carrying that potential mutation. Let's say you breed with your brother or sister, and they're also carrying that hidden mutation because your DNA is very similar. By you guys breeding, you increase the chances that that mutation will manifest. That's just a very simplified example. Now, with all those explanations out of the way, we should probably go into what you should do about it, which is probably why you clicked on this video in the first place. Well, the first thing is try to socialize with other people that share the same traits as that family member. You may find that you're attracted to the personality of the family member, and eventually your attraction for the family members themselves will fade out. And the second thing is, if you're close to the family member, talk about it. I know this seems like a horrible thing. You can never imagine yourself doing this, but they may be able to put it in perspective, especially if it's a parent and you have a really, really close relationship with them. If you're very close with your parent or your family member and they love you, it will be uncomfortable, but your parents especially will never hate you. And as a matter of fact, they may even be able to help. Remember that your feelings are normal. Much of how girls and boys find mates is related to the personalities that their mommy or daddies display. Usually people grow out of it when they're exposed to other people who display similar traits, and that's why socializing is healthy. Remember, it's just nature. Go check out Freud's main theories of psychosexual development and the Oedipus complex. Lastly, just relax and don't beat yourself up. Don't feel bad for having thoughts. Just identify what it is about that person that you're attracted to and then socialize with others. You'll find that in time that it will mostly go away as you start to desensitize to the family member. Well, I hope this video helped you guys. If you want more videos like this where I answer questions, just let me know what questions you'd like answered in the comments. Thanks for watching.